Hello lads and lasses, I'm Alan from Gates, and today we're going to be talking about Destiny 2 in the state of the game. If you couldn't tell by some of the content I upload on this channel, I am a Destiny fan. I quite enjoy the game. It's one of them games I do enjoy playing, so when I get a chance to talk about it for a good thing, I really take enjoy in doing it. Right now, unfortunately, I do not feel like the game's in a state of where I can say something good about it. Basically, at this point, the game is quite bad. Sometimes when you play, so these are some of my thoughts of the game right now. It's a buggy heap of shit. Not many people would say that about it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So some of the things that are wrong with it is if you play a PC, you get a frame rate glitch and you can't fix it. In the Bulletheads clan main, a friend, Arctic Zone, we tried to fix it and it didn't work. We tried to go turn off our shadow something of a GeForce control panel. That didn't work. Well, it did for a while, but then it stopped working properly. So that is something Bungie have to fix. We can't fix that, and it's quite annoying. So when we did try to do something about it and it worked for a bit, we were happy. Once it didn't work, we were like, great, what we're supposed to do. We both have computers very powerful enough to run the game, especially since it only takes a GTX 950 to run the game. Our cards are well and above for it. Hell, even my friend AK, he has a 2060 in his computer. His CPU's not bottlenecking it, by the way. It runs really well in other games, but Destiny, no. Destiny, hell, even my computer in Ark Survival Evolved, which, by the way, is a more demanding game than Destiny ever will be because its graphics are more realistic, and the physics engine's a bit different. Well, hell of a different, because it actually works most of the time, until the server side issues and stuff like that. My computer can easily run Ark Survival Evolved. My computer can even run Titanfall and stuff, which is around about the same graphically leveled game as Destiny. And also, but Titanfall does draw on your CPU and RAM a bit more due to other aspects of the game, not just graphics-wise. So, it's not my computer bottlenecking the game, it's actually the game bottlenecking itself, and it's been an issue for quite a while, and it's really annoying. It's actually gotten to the point where I've lost 1v1s and 2v1s. I knew I could win, even when I have a controller plugged in. I know I can win these quite easily, and I've done it before on the Xbox, which is just over there, by the way. That Xbox does not lag, and it's not as powerful as my PC, would you believe it? Because that only does 60 FPS. My computer can easily do in the hundreds of FPS, which is, really good. But the Xbox just fucking outclasses this shit even more. Hell, even the original Xbox One, the big one, that was getting frame rate lags at some point, but then eventually it just stopped. It went back to normal, and hell, I could even win 1v1s, 2-on-1s, because it wasn't doing that. Which was really annoying to know that they can fix it on the Xbox, but they can't fix it on the PC, which is pretty much where most people play anyways. So when they do this, and when they decide to fix it, it will be a big relief for everyone to see, because at the end of the day, it's one of them things that you want to do. Most content creators won't notice this because they have graphics cards that won't go down, like 3090s, stuff like that. If they can get their hands on them, that is. The Evergreen stuff was, well, pretty much a different story, which was funny, not then at the end of the day, but means graphics cards were being a bit late, not gonna lie. That might have something to do with it. It didn't come from me, it came from someone else. But another thing, is you really need to know what you're doing before you play the game. I can't go in there now because it's so far into the season. I have barely played this season. I haven't even done anything Battlegrounds related enough to be caught up on all the lore, which means I have to use YouTube videos. Yes, it's my fault. I know I should have been playing, so sue me. But at least have a way of getting the cutscenes in game if you haven't played it for battlegrounds and stuff. For seasonal activities is really because that's going to be done. So it's just in-game and you do it. Even if it means you're going to a capped 30 FPS, which, by the way, it can handle 30 FPS, no fucking problem in-game on the cutscenes. Don't know why, but even when I'm playing the game regularly, it doesn't do it. But if there's a way to check the cutscenes throughout in-game, perhaps it wouldn't be so bad. That would be an interesting feature to see if they can do that. Another thing is next season looks promising with transmog. Something of transmog I want to know is it seems like a good system. Ada 1 coming back, being useful not just as a gunsmith but as an armorsmith this time, will be interesting to see if she can actually do this stuff. But if she can't, then what is she going to really be? Because she's not going to be very fucking useful, is she? She's going to be that one fuck off bloody NPC like Ikora is that you'll go to eventually, but not really that often if they do it incorrectly. But I think that Bungie will do this properly this time. Hopefully they won't catastrophically fuck this up. And if they do, then they're pretty much fucked at the end of the day, because the game is in such a dire state that whatever they want to make it, it's going to be really hard. They're not raking in the revenue. Excuse me for stuttering over my words. They're not raking in the revenue. They've split with Activision, which was their main revenue source, which also helped with getting revenue and also helped with making the game and stuff, which means we're more likely to see delays in the game and things like that. Another thing is in the game is stasis. It exists. Why? I have no fucking idea. It's been a complaint for pretty much a majority of the season, and it's really fucking annoying at this point. I wish there's a way to counter it, but there really isn't. Like, hell, I had to use stasis yesterday in the Crucible for my Warlock, because I was leveling my Warlock stasis up so I can get Dustfield and Cold Snap and stuff for when I do like Deepstone Crypt and stuff to make my life easier. Unfortunately, to do that requires I need to do stuff I'm not exactly proud of doing. Right now, I've finished the stuff I need to do to go into the Crucible with it. Hopefully, I don't know yet, but whatever happens, happens. At the end of the day, I can't control what people want to do and play what they want to in this game. Hell, even using stasis and raids now is not a viable option most of the time, because at the end of the day, it just doesn't offer anything. In PvP, it's one of the best fucking soul classes you can get. In fucking anything else, not really. Gambit, if you're an invader, yes, use fucking stasis. I would give a shit because it's still a PvE game mode, and that's such a good thing. If they can find a proper way to implement stuff like that, I would not be mad. The community would be mad. But things like that are just really bugbearing. So, what has been good for the season? Well, there has been good things this season I've enjoyed. So number one, the patches on stasis making stuff better has been good when done properly. I've enjoyed the Crucible a lot more the last part of the season compared to hitting the mic. The last part of the season compared to the first part of the season. That was really good. And I've just fucking hit the mic again. I apologize. Another thing is, the fucking raid, Deepstone Crypt feels so nice to play that I feel like I can meme around in it like I did in fucking Leviathan. Like, I feel like I could use Prospector if I really wanted to. Though, I'm sorry, Mystery, I will have to do that at some point. I am really sorry. Another thing is, why can't we do something like play the game the way we want to? I don't like using the meta at all. My loadout in PvP right now is literally the fucking Heritage of the fucking Tommy's Matchbook. That is not the loadout anyone wants to use. Slug shotguns have been feeling really fucking good lately, which is nice. I've always been an advocate for people to use slug shotguns. I recommend people to use slug shotguns because at the end of the day, it's one of them things I would love to see become PvP meta at some point. The Chaperone is good PvP, but at the end of the day, it's not exactly the best option to use So when I see people using things like Heritage, Chaperone, First and Last Night, Blasphemer, it's very nice and refreshing to see. That is really it as a PvP player. As a PvE side of me and lore side, well, implement that cutscene system would be really fun. For PvE, just make things like arc staff more viable, like giving them a longer durations in PvE, because I know there's 2 separate sandboxes, which means if you can do that, then great. If you can't, then no worries. I will still use them in like strikes and stuff, because it won't really affect how we play. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to go check out my socials, which will be linked in the description below. If you want to join a Destiny 2 clan with PC, PSN, and Xbox support, please join Bullheads. We're accepting members. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you really want to, though you don't really have to subscribe to this shitty channel. It's just for fun at the end of the day. And ta-da!